Hello, and welcome to an episode of Todd Talks. When Todd Talks, people listen because I'm a super host. Hopefully, I like to think I'm a super host. Your results may vary. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's just dive right into this. Um, we're talking about SpongeBob Squarepants versus Super Friends Aquaman. Battle just came out. This might be my favorite episode of the season. Okay, a little context here. Um, the last 24 hours for me have been a roller coaster. I was on a really good high, then I hit a crashing low. Um, Part of it was because of a certain company that we all know about. Another thing that happened was the cancellation of G4, which affected me heavily for various reasons. I won't get into it. And this morning, when I was doing my work and just waiting for the death battle, I just felt off. I was sad and everything. And then I was just like, okay, let's watch the death battle. Let's, gotta make it through the day. And this episode literally had me crying tears of laughter. I was laughing so dang hard. Um, it was incredible. This was everything I never expected it to be. I mean, I'd seen the preview and everything, like, okay, they're just gonna ham this up, but they took it to a level that I never expect. I'm laughing just thinking about it. That's how great this episode is. Uh, and for the record, while Jonathan Tanjiro is still probably my favorite. I was crying for different reasons then. That was emotional reasons. This is tears of laughter. So, but still, I cried at two different death battles this season. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, what I loved about this death battle was that, arguably, unlike any other death battle before it, they acknowledged just the ridiculousness of the grandest scale of what was going on with these characters, both in the funny, both in like the positive way in terms of feats, and the negative way in terms of Aquaman's a loser in the Super Friends. Um, and I love that. And like, yes, in Death Battles past, like they said like it is frankly incalculable, or this is frankly absurd, or even the Archie comics stuff. They were like, that's Archie comics for you. That's how insane this is, and blah blah blah. But like we literally got to see and hear Wiz like almost lose his mind because of how powerful SpongeBob is and how lame Aquaman is. And then at the end of the Aquaman one, where he's like, or Bruce is like this guy's gonna die. Yep. I'm like, wait a minute, I got to faint right at the end, and then and then and we ran through all possibilities. There's one possibility. Like, I just love that. I mean, there's a joke episode all the time, and or there's been a joke episode in like every season, and I love it because it really lets them have fun. But this one was just taking it to the level that I smile just thinking about it. I mean, I am genuinely smiling because I'm so happy right now, and I needed it. So thank you, Death Battle. Um, but I just wasn't expecting it to be like this. And then even the captions at the top, they were getting in on the act. Like if you caught it, they said that in the video games, SpongeBob gets health by cleaning his underpants or getting clean underpants, which implied that he craps his pants every time. Except they said it more vulgarly, and I'm like, that's a little blunt for the captions. They usually aren't like that. And then he's like, and then Boomstick put the whole, I wonder if he slept with a Sandy Squirrel, and then the caption in big bold print was, nope. I'm just like, it's insane. I love it. And then them calculating like the universe stringing feet and the bubbles and everything that went on with it, like and Wiz's awe and wonder over it was just hilarious, and I loved it. And then referring to SpongeBob as our god. Uh, you don't have to have a lot of imagination to string that along. Good string. Anyway, um, but yeah, and then the fight itself was hilarious because they just kept going with the insanity of it all, like Aquaman seeing all the other versions of himself and having a mental breakdown and acknowledging that he is the worst Aquaman ever, 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 ever. And like he was like showing like Jason Momoa and Hooked Aquaman from the Justice League cartoon in the comics, and all of them, like that was a really cool thing they didn't have to do. Like no one would have expected that or asked for that, because this is about Super Friends Aquaman, and yet they did it, and it was awesome, and I loved it so. And then SpongeBob, of all people, comforting Ocean Man, to rise up and be the hero and say, I'm ready. It was great. And like using the magic pencil and erasing like Aquaman's arm and throwing SpongeBob to the other side of the universe was just awesome. And the ending, let's be super friends. And they trust them on. You're like, oh my gosh. Like seriously, this battle. I know a lot of people were talking about, oh my gosh, this is just a joke fight. We don't need this. Can we just get to the next episode? Can we, do we really need SpongeBob SquarePants in Death Battle? And this episode answered it emphatically, yes, 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 yes. And I don't like SpongeBob, okay? And like even they noted the whole, quality of seasons taking a plummet after season 3. But, thanks a lot, Nickelodeon. But, I can acknowledge when something is fun, and I can acknowledge when something is beautiful, and that was beautiful. I'm going to be watching it later today, if for no other reason than to keep smiling and have a good day. But yeah, I won. My losing streak is over. Thank God. Thanks SpongeBob. And if you somehow haven't watched this episode, like why are you watching my reaction video? But yeah, go watch it again. Just go watch it again. Watch it as many times as possible. Let's see if we can actually make this the most watched death battle of recent era. Obviously, we're never going to catch Goku versus Superman, but we could. No, we can't. But I'm ready to try. So yes, thank you, Death Battle, for this great episode. And as I promised, Luis Cruz, head of the animation of Death Battle, I want to thank Nick Kramer and Gerardo, who are the editors of the show. And they do a lot of work behind the scenes, and Luis notes that they don't always get the credit they deserve from us fans. So thank you to all of you on Death Battle, whether you are the animators, the writers, the researchers, of course, Ben and Chad as the hosts. And if you are a part of Death Battle, we really do appreciate you, and thank you for this wonderful episode. Next time, we are going to the opposite end of the spectrum. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, after years of requesting and getting it on Halloween, no less, for YouTube at least, we are getting Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers. Oh, yeah. We're getting the horror episode that everyone has been asking for. Some have also been asking for real Freddy versus Jason, but I don't think we'll ever get that, sadly. But yes, Jason versus Michael Myers is coming in 2 weeks. This is going to be interesting to watch. Like they have to go gory on this. Like they cannot hold back on the gore with this one. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah. With that, I'm ending this episode of Todd Talk. What did you think of SpongeBob versus Aquaman? Did it bring as much joy to you as it did to me? Are you excited for Jason versus Michael? Let me know in the comments below. So I thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I know you were listening, and I'll see you around.